Festrog, and I think there's enough of them that they start attacking the Festrog with crossbow bolts. What's the Festrog's AC? Ooh, 3, 4, 5 crossbow bolts. Does it have any DR?
It has 5 temporary hit points, and I don't think it has DR, but it does have disease pustules. When it takes damage from a piercing or slashing weapon, some of its boils rupture, squirting the attacker with pus-like fluids, the noxious secretions.
Okay, so that's probably in melee?
Contact. It doesn't say. It just says if you hit it with a piercing or slashing weapon.
Yeah, I'm guessing it doesn't squirt things like more than 5 feet away from it. So it is taking damage. It takes a total of 28 damage as they unload their light crossbows into the horrible thing.
That will definitely kill it.
Okay, it disappears. They feel a little bit emboldened by this, and we'll say that their successful round has gotten rid of their shaking condition. Are there any more? I don't know. But they're not moving around to go check things out. The Sloughborough toughs that are on the outside are not moving anymore. I've got S5. The thing would have disappeared anyways. Professor, what you doing?
Okay, so this is turn 12. The dancing lights will wink out from inside the mist.
Okay.
Icky Maester's still gonna be around a little bit. So I can see Trogax in there, right? Just a little bit of them. I have line of sight.
Can we draw a line to the big guy?
I think so.
Through that doorway? Oops. So far away. I'm just going to use your crawling claw. Nope. That corner is in the way.
I could 5-foot step and then see him?
I'm actually drawing it from 5 foot in front of you. Let's see what 5 foot back does.
What about 5 foot to the left?
No, both of these lines are going through that corner. 5 feet to the left?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know where he is, so you don't know whether 5 feet to the left will help you.
I've been kind of keeping an eye over there.
Sure, are you going to commit to 5 feet to the left without knowing?
I don't think I am.
Okay.
I don't know.
30 feet 30 feet straight forward?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah,
you move straight forward and kind of off to the side?
Yeah, I'm gonna just move up so I can see in what's going on there.
Now you can see him. Just the corner room.
Okay, I will stop concentrating on the fire in the alleyway so it will last for 4 more turns. I will cast an auditory hallucination targeting Trogax. Let's see.
What's the range of the spell?
Oh, shit.
He's 175 feet away.
It's 600 feet.
It's a long range spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will to disbelieve.
This is a spell I bumped up from first level to second, or second level to third. What did I do?
It's normally a first level. You let me learn it as a second level.
Okay.
I'm going to make it the sound of Spyder yelling at him. Get the fuck out of here now! What are you doing in there? Get in the courtyard!
What's the will save?
I will bump up with the... Wait, no, that is a wizard spell. So 2... 21.
Huh. Okay, he's got a +5.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, will save!
Good thing you bumped it up.
I didn't bump it up, it's just...
Okay.
The illusion. It's an illusion, it gets +1.
Okay. Alright, so he can't actually see Spyder because you can see through your own illusions, but they can't see through the walls. Oh, sorry, the fire is outside.
Mhm.
So he sees Spyder. I guess he wasn't really paying attention to him, so there's yelling, and he looks at Spyder, and Spyder's looking at him.
Yeah.
Alright, so whoops. Rix and Musk, I mean just Musk, we're just gonna put Musk down there. Musk is gonna, well,
He sees a bunch of people at the doorway. Get the fuck out of here!
Can he run out the front door?
He sees Spyder at the front door. Well, actually, right now he's prone, so he stands from prone, and then he's gonna guess start moving to the.
he sees that there's a spider at the front door. It's way out the back. Musk is going to.
So that was turn.
Yeah, he moves around the bar basically. I think he's gonna drop his weapon. He's kind of like submitting. Tech.
Tech is gonna attack.
Tech is not dropping his weapons and not submitting.
That is correctamundo.
Did Dr. Verm get to go yet? No, Dr. Verm goes in Spider's gang basement. Wow, okay.
Yeah,
So
he's
he got
kind of up
blind.
there.
You got blinded, alright?
An 18, 2 17s, and a 16 for Tech.
Yep. Because it was Zephyros right after Spider's gang.
Yeah.
So the whole group gets to act before he gets to act.
35.
Oh yeah, 35 is a hit.
We're just gonna roll a decent number. 28.
Yeah, it's a hit. You're adding +2 from the flank.
I am. Yeah. 25.
Is a hit.
24.
Is a hit exactly.
All right. All right. So let's figure out what the
Yeah,
damage is that
Juggy.
we're looking at here.
Subtract 5 for his DR.
2, 4, 6, 8d6 plus.
2, 4, 8, D6.
Yeah. 8d6 plus 47. 8d6 plus 47 minus
20.
20. 54 damage.
Okay. 4 is 82 and 50 is 132. This drops Dr. Verm to
And a bite at
minus
plus 12?
42.
Oh, that seems like it'll be enough. A bite. Just for the hell of it.
Dr. Verm's head is removed from his shoulders as he begins to shrink back down, including the head, to a very small size. And,
What an unlikely turn of events.
and Tech basically kind of jutted out with his bite and kind of caught the big head and now has the small head in his mandibles, and it's kind of like being turned over like a corner, like a round corner of the cob kind of thing, and like little bits of his flesh is being stripped off as he's eating his cheek.
Nice.
Neat, dude.
Luudo, it's just a bloody mess all around you, sparkling, which is kind of nice.
Oh my god.
Not Ludo's turn though. I just wanted to let you know that there's gore all around you. The Griggs, at this point in time, the Griggs are kind of like they've stopped their spells and their chaos, and they're kind of hopping away into the night,
Early morning.
or into the early morning.
That makes sense.
Their help coming to an end.
They done good.
Oops.
Leaving a sea of blood in their wake.
No, I'm just not sure how to get rid of the.
Yeah. The pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
I don't understand most of how map tools works.
Without getting rid of the buildings. I
Put everything on the same layer. Whoop. Alright, so the pyrotechnics is gone. Just ignore it. And so are the Griggs.
Pharisee.
Pharisee casts Haunting Mists, then moves while maintaining Bard Song.
Okay, this is what this
This yellow
That's
thing
what the
is?
yellow thing is.
Alright.
Did Ferris hear the fairies yelling for help?
No, well, maybe.
Pixel
Moves over to the cage and asks, how do we save these fairies? How do we get you out?
Okay.
It turns into a regular sized pixel.
Oh, disgusting.
It can't resist.
What an asshole.
Spider's got the key to my cage. There are other keys though. But save me first. Please. Tavern goers?
So let's see.
Just Dern back there getting sloshed, getting a few last sips in before Top Knot Jimmy knocks it out of his hands.
Yeah, he sees Dern. Dern's alright. Top Knob Jimmy is just basically taking out a crossbow and pointing it at Musk's head. You just take a seat right there until all this is done. Then we've got the Vark Alchemists. Coming to have a look. Where's this mist? So the mist is kind of going up to about here. It's flooding that part of the... Yeah, so you got some of the Vark Alchemists kind of coming over and having a look.
Vark is that?
Yep.
What the Vark is that?
Who Vark in the stairway? I don't know. What the Vark is that?
It does not smell like junk.
Did someone say junk? What is Spyder?
And you actually hear them talking about Spyder. I don't know if you understand Vark. Any of you bother learning Vark?
I don't think so.
I learned it last game and it did me absolutely nothing.
Okay. Spider's
Well,
down in the basement.
you got to say got junk many times.
Yes, I did get that.
Okay. Yod is...
Let's see.
He was opening that door last time?
No, he moved to the door. He's not opening. He was thinking about it, but now he sees the fire and the destruction.
My little brother Judy is dead.
He needs to get the fuck out of here.
If only there was an easy way out.
Oh, it's a really easy way.
You saw the doctor die.
And Malbit's there. He's the last one. He's not very brave. He's going to cast a spell and disappear.
Yeah.
Little fucker.
Don't let him get away with that spell book!
Spellcraft check.
Sure.
The DC is something.
Is he gonna teleport out or is he gonna turn invisible?
28.
From Pharisee.
From Pharisee.
26 from Spiros.
Oh, wow. The DC is 23. It would be 25 higher if you can't see him. It's a verbal-only spell. It is not invisibility. He just dimension doored.
Alright.
He disappeared.
So he's somewhere nearby.
It was Dimension Door's range?
It's long. It's probably, it's like 100 feet per level or 100 plus 40 per level or something like that.
And there's all kinds of like if you don't have direct line of sight, bad things can happen.
Yeah, they could happen. You could shunt into things. If you're familiar with the area, you could time it well, or place yourself well.
He does live here.
Yep. So.
Did you just turn invisible?
We'll find out.
No, he left.
Zephyros.
He's left. Do we know if that spider swarm is evil?
What's that?
That spider swarm, do we know if that is evil?
Evil?
So do we need to attack the spider
Probably
swarm?
bad.
It's probably related to Spyder.
Okay, so I'm gonna
So-
move the flaming spear on top of the spider.
Okay, this thing has yet to form a proper swarm yet. I'm gonna say if you keep this here for another round, you'll destroy the swarm before it starts.
Okay, I'll keep it there for.
Okay.
So you're kind of making the flaming sphere jump up and where all the spiders
They're collecting, and there were like hundreds, if not 1,000, little spiders that are curling up and turning black.
Yep.
And you're stopping the swarm before it starts.
Sweet Lou, what did you do?
Sweet Lou. Well,
Oh, this wants to move as well.
Yep.
Sweet Lou. Going to double move to the door.
Okay.
Can I open it?
Yeah, you still have the key,
Right.
so you can pull out the key, or you knew where the key was.
Right.
And then as a
yeah.
move action, you unlock the door. The
Right.
door is still closed, though.
Okay.
You killed us.
Yeah. But now I'm helping you. So just zip it.
Why did you kill us?
It was me or your buddy. I chose me.
Give me a charisma check.
Ooh. Charisma. Oops. Of course I'm going Charisma. Ugh. Not great.
15. Okay, they stop complaining at least. Perfect. You want them to like you.
You just wanted them to stop bitching. Oh, the jerks Americans.
Alright, so
Trogax hears his master telling him to get the fuck outside instead of going downstairs. He gets the fuck outside. He sees Spyder. Now what? And they're talking. Are you close enough to hear?
I'm pretty close.
yeah, now what? What do you mean? What is going on?
There's people attacking. I think there's some people in the basement.
Are any of the people that heard Malbut still alive? Nope.
Nope.
None of the people that all those rogues are bleeding.
Bleeding out over the floor. So
Not even Dern?
Dern heard.
Dern heard.
I think it was Melvin.
Does he?
Dern's just kind of peeking over the bar and taking advantage of the drinking.
Yeah, Dern's keeping his mouth shut, right?
Dern's on Dern's side.
Yeah, Dern's just. This is maybe one of the best days of Dern's life right now. He's drinking for free.
Put this fire out. Soon. Let's get those that are in the basement.
Malbut.
Whose butt? Malbutt. You can see that Tech is injured, and he can position himself to heal everyone but Luudo with his 5th
healing channel for a whopping 3 damage to everyone.
Yeah. Good. I needed that.
He ends up getting Pixel as well as the second Pixel that's in the cage. That's confusing.
Yeah.
And himself.
Yes, and himself. Did someone get himself?
I can take 3 off.
Manny 5 steps. You okay out here?
They're coming down the stairs now.
Okay. He turns his 5 step instead into a movement, gets to the corner, and readies an attack with his. We're gonna come through that. The eel soup, as there's like these nebulous, kind of almost vague eel-like shapes moving around in the mist.
Oh, I should close the door.
Okay. Macronom.
Oh, do you need any help, Luudo?
Yeah. If you could open this.
Okay. Excuse me.
Tendril comes out.
Ooh, actually pushes the door open.
Oh, it's a pusher, not a puller.
He doesn't waste an action determining that.
But the fairies had ready actions.
Like Luudo's hair kind of goes, and there's a bunch of little things are fluttering by him and fluttering into the room.
Ready to action to GTFO of the cage.
Who are all of you? I don't know. Who are they? I don't know. Who are they?
Did I see Pixel?
Yeah, you can see Pixel kind of playing with the mocking fae. Yeah, they're kind of flying out into the room. Fair to say, if you were looking into the room, you could see
See the little invisible things.
Yep.
Uh,
Didn't sound like there are too many of them. Luudo kind of. You see the desiccated corpse of something that's like a really, really skinny halfling, maybe a few inches shorter than a halfling. Its wings are plucked off, and they're curled up in the mud. It doesn't look like it had a good end. The flaming sphere burning all the little spiders.
oh, ha, 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 the webs are burning. Good going, Zephyrus, good going.
Speaking of spiders,
Thank you, Mark.
So there's lots of flames that are doing their work.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
It's just like they're burning away the webs. It doesn't look like anything is going to catch. Spider. Where is he?
In the doorway upstairs.
He drank a potion and he's moving pretty quick. No, you standing here doing? There are people downstairs. Get down there. Sloughborough toughs. These four are not gonna say no to a direct order from him, although they're gonna stop behind the crazy Varks. Hyena's dead.
bastard's gonna pay.
Professor.
The other Sloughborough toughs. Yeah, the ones that got. They're simply moving along the backs of the buildings and they kind of hustle to here. These guys continue to hurry. And then now that the fireworks are over, these guys are starting to walk back to the bread lines. But they see that there's no one manning the gate. And then the horrible wizard is also concerned.
Professor.
Horrible wizard is also a concern.
I will 5 foot step back under my cover.
Okay.
The hand is maintaining the fire on the building. The fire in the alley still got a few more turns. The professor is maintaining the auditory hallucination on Trograx, and he'll make him hallucinate that he hears Spyder yelling from the kitchen that, "Wait, it's not so bad out here, Trograx! You cover the front! Hold that door!"
You're such a dick. That's gonna be a 4th level spell by the time.
It's called auditory
Yeah.
hallucination.
Yeah, you love it.
Can you change what it's saying each round?
Yeah, I think, right? I'm still concentrating on it. I can just talk through someone he knows in his head. Yeah, you can change the sound as part of concentrating on the spell.
All targets hear the same hallucination. You can change the sound as part of concentrating the spell.
I don't think he would disbelieve Spyder just yelling something, another command at him from the kitchen. He just talked to him.
So you yelled, "It's not so bad in here."
Do what?
I'll go check on the basement. You guard the door. Don't let anyone in here.
Okay.
Try and get that fire out or something.
Trying to get the fire out. Okay.
Ooh, does anybody have grease? That would be a good one.
Alright, that's the professor screwing things over. Musk is given
I
up.
wish I'd saved that pit. My plan initially was that cloud,
Yeah, with a
and then pit the landing.
Yeah.
So people will come charging down the stairs straight into the fucking hole. That would be good. So good.
Tech? What is Tech doing?
20-foot drop too. Tech is what is Tech doing?
He's been raging for 3 or 4
Ooh,
rounds.
we do have Stone Call.
So if you
Yeah.
fell out of rage, you'd be fatigued for a while,
Yeah.
or you can continue raging.
He's heard that they're coming down the stairs.
I think he's going to continue raging and go over to his good friend and meat pal Manny.
Yeah, the Meat Boys.
The meat boys ride again.
Alright, so he's in his 5th round of rage. He can only
8 rounds of rage
Yeah.
a day. So he's just gonna.
It doesn't feel like falling out of it is gonna work though.
He can double move to beside the door.
Yeah.
so as they come.
Down and through, he can.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a rage action yet though, because he's
Right.
double move. The Griggs are leaving. I'm just gonna remove them from the initiative. Pharisee.
Pharisee is Pharisee's gonna move up a little bit. She's actually gonna walk just inside the door and ready an action to sleep hex the first thing she sees.
Okay. And you can do this because you can see through your own mists.
I can see 15 feet through magical mists.
Got
So I
it.
think I'll be on maybe just the other side of the door.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're wandering into your mist.
And you're
Yeah.
not affected by your own mist.
No, that's my mist. It's an illusion fear
Alright.
effect.
Tavern goers.
That's my mist.
Oh, shit, I forgot to.
Oh no, that's fine.
The alchemists get to the mist, and they're kind of wondering what the fuck this thing is. They're having a little bark.
Conclave, and they're discussing the spell. Level of the spell?
Second level.
What the fuck is it?
Okay. They've come to a conclusion that they think they know what the spell is, and now they're doing some sort of bark, paper, rock, scissors
Okay.
to figure out whose junk goes down.
You mean Vark scissors?
Yeah, Vark.
Rock?
No, Vark. Figure out who goes first.
That game is gonna go on forever, man.
Spyder's gang basement. There's none of them left, and
That briefly is bark cruxes, and I have like there's a bark lich somewhere in our future.
Barkley.
Who wants all the junk?
The jump from beyond the
Zephyros,
Can we see into that haunting mist, or how far can we see in?
5 feet.
Yep.
So if I move to there, can I see Ferose?
No.
Shit. Shit, I wanted to grease the stairs.
You could.
Well, as you were moving in, you saw where Pharisee was because of that angle.
Oh, there.
But
Okay.
once you moved over to here, you don't know where Pharisee is. So
Okay, so I'll stay this side then,
okay.
because then I can see Ferose.
Okay,
So-
the annoying flaps from the curtain kind of like draped around you. You stick your head through.
It's been the bane Severus.
You grease the stairs in front of Pharisee.
Yeah, in front of Ferose.
Okay, so
That's ideal. That's
That would
great.
be awesome.
let's see.
I have one more grease to spare, and a color spray.
So it effectively gets that side of the stairs, not
Okay.
over the other side. But
Yeah.
okay, the stairs are all glistening for a sec.
Okay.
It's a
Luudo.
silly little stairwell you set up there.
They're doubly screwed. They can't see it's greased, and they.
Ludo's going to head back.
So you're not with the spider?
They say it loud as I run by. No.
Then why did you kill one of us?
It's me or him. It. She.
Oh,
But admit it, I did it very nicely.
you didn't kill him. You dissected him? Knocked him out.
No, that big dead tree man did. Whatever it is.
Tree man? What's he talking about? I don't know.
What thinks is a tree man?
Because the first version you had was a
Park guy.
They're like, oh,
What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. Fucking Yonden's so stupid.
Alright. Okay, so Luudo, you just go running.
Yeah, they'll move up to the door.
Trogax yells in. There's nobody at the bakery! Hey you! Get the fuck over here! He's yelling,
yelling across the square at the troops, and they start kind of inching their way forward. Like,
The mist
I
is
guess
still
I guess
over.
on their turn, yeah. So he's yelling.
The large thing though is the pyrotechnics.
Yeah, which is no longer there.
Yeah.
So Trogax is yelling at the guys he sees across the square and wondering where the fuck everyone is. He's gonna go looking for.
The Icky Maester's illusion is still hovering around too.
Yeah, okay. So he's not going far away from the building.
And I think the screams.
Screams are still going.
So nonchalant. Screams are still going.
Very much so.
Of course, there's the screams.
There's the screaming.
And yeah, the fog. Yeah.
You know, with the screaming and the wizard, he gets that the building is on fire.
It's a tough choice.
He yells for the guy. If he yells for the guys, the wizard's going to see him.
He's not afraid of a wizard.
He doesn't like this command. Trogax is going to start. He's going to run
Yeah, just get out of there, Trogax.
towards the ballista. Looking up at the wizard. He sees the barricade as unmanned, and that there's this there's something that's coming
Bad
down.
news.
Yeah.
Where did everyone go? Malbut then Manny. So Manny's got his ready to action. Malbut, his 6th healing thing for the day. Let's see, if he moves to here, he can get Luudo, Pharisee, and Manny. His 2nd last healing for the day. 6 for everyone. Get back, Malbut. Okay.
Did he get Sephiroth?
Yeah, you got Sephiroth, Luudo, Manny, Tech. I don't know if anyone's managing Tech's hit points, but 6 hit points is considerable.
You loan that to me if you just loan it here.
Oh,
I've updated text.
it's all ugly in there. Bye bye, spiders. Mockernom. Hello, little guy. Hello, little guy. It looks like me.
Matt, did you already update text? Because I changed it to 14 and it went back to 20.
Nope, I didn't touch him yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna just take it from 20 to 14 again.
Sounds good.
Spyder. Okay. Spyder.
Alright, I think I'm oriented.
Switching from Mac to
Yeah.
PC.
Double moves. What are you waiting for? Get down there. Missed. Don't care. I want all of them dead. All of them. Sloughborough toughs. Get down there. All right. They go down. What is the effect of the mist?
The effect of the mist is DC 18 will save or 1d2 wisdom damage and shaken.
Whoa. Oh yeah, this this miss is pretty rough.
Yeah.
DC 18.
Yes.
Okay, one guy made it. So, wisdom 2 damage.
1d2 points of wisdom.
Okay,
damage.
give me a D2.
Got it. Where's your rolly roll?
Oh, it's in a separate tab.
Oh,
I have it popped out so you can have map tools and chat open
That's
on the
smart.
same screen.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I poop out the chat as well.
1d2.
One wisdom.
One
damage.
wisdom damage.
But the shakens.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, there's something in the mist. Ah! They're all freaking out. The last guy wasn't in there long enough, and they got 10 more movement. They're stumbling around in the
She can
mist.
last as long as they're in the mists.
Okay, they haven't quite reached the.
Minute per level on that shit.
Okay, they haven't quite reached the
The grease
Grease spell yet.
One comes around the corner.
2 of them come around the corner. Yep.
One of them gets a sleep axe,
Okay.
which is a DC 18 will save or fall asleep as per the sleep spell.
Okay. His wisdom is 8, so when it drops to 7, I believe he loses another will save. So his DC is -2.
Yep. And then
He rolls a 13 total.
yeah, okay. He falls asleep.
Okay, he's asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got Zank.
all Z names, common names, but with the first letter.
These are like normal fuckers too.
Yeah, Spyder sent in a bunch of his his thugs. This dude with like a short sword, a little buckler comes around the corner. You're like, sleep. Falls down. They can't see you, but your ready action means you go at the same turn as them. That was Pharisee going up to the Sloughborough Tufts, which means that you guys have a roll off as well. So give me a d20, Matt.
Can you give me the d20 here? One.
They got a 6.
14.
Okay, so you will go before them the next round,
Yep. Alright.
which is advantageous for you. The rest of the toughs outside, some of them are coming, they're heading towards the door. Because they heard and saw Spyder, actually they heard Spyder, and these guys are coming in as well to see what the hell's going on. What's going on? There's a wizard out there! Oh, he sent some undead at us! Why is the Arcanacrum attacking? Maybe they didn't like us clogging up the lift. Shut up.
It makes sense.
Yep.
I think got a good working theory.
It's wrong, but it's good.
The people that attack us downstairs. Spyder's come down there to deal with them. Oh, he's got him then.
We'd just be in the way.
Right.
We should guard the back door.
Right, that's what they're doing. They're all reloading their crossbows and standing by the back door. It's good to have low level minions. Professor, what the fuck? You can see Trogax running towards the barricade. He seems really concerned. You see he's looking up at the lift that is slowly coming down.
I know he.
And he's bellowing at the soldiers that he could see. Get the fuck over here!
I know. Whoops. What the fuck is that?
That side is mean looking, and you can see it's got dark stains along its blade, like it's already done some business this morning. You no longer hear the ruckus caused by the Fae and the Knoll.
I know he's some kind of fighter slayer, and by sizing him up, I'm guessing he probably has a pretty good fortitude save. He's probably pretty strong against
He
us.
is pretty beefy. That is a good guess from his size and the description.
I will spell recall silent image. The hand will
Come on in, man. The water's fine.
continue to concentrate on the fire on the building.
Concentrate.
And Icky Maester, the illusion. This is the last round for him because this is turn 14, right?
Yeah.
So he'll duck back into the mists and disappear. The screams will stop. I will cast silent image and spread. The fire will spread on the building, covering up the door and the bottom floor. It'll look from the front of the building. It'll look like this thing is really raging through,
Okay.
and that Trogax couldn't run back in if he turned around.
Alright, so we've got solid flames blocking the ground up and a bunch that are up, and then others that are like licking the side of the building.
Yeah, but it'll be strange because only half of the fire is making noise and giving off heat, but maybe it's enough to sort of, I mean, it's fire.
I mean, from that distance,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's fire over there, and
Yeah.
it seems to be noisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trogak's a little less concerned about the bar than Spyder is, and it looks like he's really concerned about the barricade.
He does have his orders too, I mean.
Yep. Of course, he's not putting up the fire by himself. He needs guys to do it. Musk has given up. Tech down below is going to ready in action.
The tavern goers.
Are there any left?
Oh, the Varks.
Oh, the Varks.
And Top Knot Jimmy. Top Knot Jimmy is just gonna kinda like point the crossbow at Musk and have a conversation with him. The Vark are gonna push their way into the mist.
Alright.
So they're there, that's 15, 25 to the corner. And then another 10. Okay, so they need to make will saves.
Yep.
Their will saves are +6.
Oh, that's not great.
Nat 20, 20 and 18.
Well, that's actually quite good.
I heard an awesome term the other day for a total of 20 that is not a nat 20. It's a dirty 20.
Nice. Nice.
I heard that term, I'm like, I've been playing for how long?
And we had no way of
dirty
describing
20.
unnatural 20. No, it's
Yeah.
a dirty 20.
That's a
Yep,
dirty
It's a
time.
I
dirty
like it.
20.
I like
So,
it.
Nat 20, dirty 20.
That's the thing now.
And an 18. Yeah, I was watching the stream. The hilarious guys that are putting out a book called Monsters of America,
Oh,
5th edition
yeah, yeah.
monster manual that is just a bunch of like tropes and memes and stereotypes from America. It's pretty funny.
America.
Yep. Met them at PaizoCon.
America, America,
They're pretty funny.
America, America.
Tech Saraki Gat.
And then tavern, or the rest of the tavern, I think that's it. All those rogues were put out of their misery. And then I think we play to the end of the round
Because there's a third combat that's effectively going to happen, which is
Spyder.
Spyder and his gang are coming down the stairs while Trogak runs around in circles outside at the whim of the wizard. And there's also a cliffhanger event for this particular night as well. So let's play to the end of the round.
Here you go.
yes.
Okay.
Spyder's gang
Yeah.
in the basement. Well, the greater invisibility finally runs out, but it's sparkling, so you wouldn't know anyways. Of course, the thing is dead. Why do I have your magus point making your staff fiery goes out to Zephyros this round?
We never heard. This may be the cliffhanger about Yod.
Why does
Oh yeah, Yod is somewhere.
Yeah.
He probably teleported upstairs
So-
Yeah.
to his.
So the only thing I don't understand about the flaming thing is it says, upon command, a flaming weapon to shield fire that deals an extra 1d6 point of fire damage on a successful hit. The fire does not harm the wielder, and the effect remains until another command is given.
Yeah, your power though that makes it flaming lasts for 1 minute, which is 10 rounds.
Ah, is that on my sheet somewhere? Maybe I'm missing it. Okay.
Yeah, it is under. It is under your mage's abilities called Arcane Pool.
Oh, is that where the limit comes from?
Yeah. So you have a bunch of options. You could make your you could make your +1 staff flaming and shock, or frost and flaming, or you could make your +1 staff a +3. Those +1s beside flaming, keen, shock, and frost are the cost.
Understood. No, I didn't know where the 1 minute came from because you
Got it.
guys mentioned it.
There is a different mage's power that makes this, when you cast it, you spend an additional point, and it lasts for 1 minute per level. It's called Extend Arcane Extension, or something that makes it a lot longer. So if you're interested in kind of powering up your weapon and having it last longer, of course you could just now spend another swift action to put it on again.
Understood.
Yeah, it's now your turn.
I'm not going to do that though. I could see that Ferocé is busy casting into that cloud, right?
Yeah, she kind of pointed up the stairs,
Okay.
and a slight smile crossed her face as the guy face planted into the crowd. Phew! What was his name? Zenri. No, Zank. They got Zank. Zank, get up, buddy.
You could hear him in the stairwell too, I would think.
Yep. Poor Zank.
So I'm thinking of so sort of line of sight somewhere like that.
Well, you can't see.
Just
you can't see beyond. You could see
No,
this
but
square.
You got line of
Yeah.
effect.
Line
but-
of effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, line of effect, because if I were to shoot a fireball, at least in this direction, there's a good chance it might hit the back wall somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
So that's
walk
exactly
down
what
the
I'm gonna
stairs.
try and
You
do.
know the dimensions, so you can hit a fireball against the back wall,
Yeah. Feel free.
and it goes like this.
Cold fireball
And
or
it says boom. Yeah.
Is it a fireball or a cold fireball, or an acid fireball, or electric fireball, electric boogaloo?
I think you probably
I
don't want to.
think we should make this one an electric fireball.
Okay.
It's a good one.
I'm gonna undo this, and just because it's fun, I'm gonna draw a big electric boogaloo fireball.
There's
in
electric
blue.
eels in there too, right? There's,
Sorry?
There's
Sorry, I
those
couldn't.
weird- We're losing him. We're losing you now.
he just redrew as electric.
I redrew a big ass ball of blue. Whoa! It sounds like a lightning strike. Ozone smell fills the air, and then sizzling flesh, of course, and screams as a massive ball of flame rips through, or a massive ball of electricity rips through the corridor. Spyder just pauses for a minute as he hears everybody sit down there dying.
Flashing it.
I think it was the right decision to send all of his cronies down first. Although the bark are very valuable to him. Okay, I gotta roll some reflex saves here. Let's see if these
Yeah,
guys.
you gotta hit 19.
DC 19, huh?
I think the guy who's asleep probably doesn't pass it.
Yeah, he auto fails his saving throw. The other guys are not affected by wisdom damage on their reflex save. Thank the heavens. Although their reflex save is +2, they all fail.
Yep.
And then the Vark.
Holy Vark, what the fuck was that? Barking lightning!
They have +6s on their reflex saves. That's not very good. Made it.
One makes
Made it, failed, made it.
Oh, 2 made it, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay.
We need some damage, which I think is 5d6 plus 5, or 5d6 plus 2? 3?
Plus 2, yeah. Plus 2.
Okay.
19 damage each.
You know, those toughs might still be alive.
But they're gonna be hurt.
Oh, they're gonna be hurt beyond.
Do they have metal
Measure.
armor on?
They've got cons of 11, they've got 20 hit points apiece, they took 19 each. They all have 1 hit point left. I think that awakens the one that was on the ground.
That's just enough to have them really clog up the works for another round.
They're sizzling and screaming, and the smell of burnt flesh, along with ozone, wafts down the hall. And it's really creepy because the eels just keep on moving.
And the one alchemist.
And then the Varks, they take 9, 19, and 9. And they're still standing, although you don't know this. You can hear a little bit of a
So I know they're not dead.
sparking. Yeah, you can hear them. Last 4 in the initiative are Luudo, Trogax, Malbut, and then Manny. So Luudo, what you gonna do, bud?
Luudo is going to squeeze his way through. Make a home.
Nice, yeah.
Up here on top.
Yes, you run across the bar like desk.
Yeah. Well, how far was that movement? That was
And then
over 30.
you could see that this square, but you know that Zephyrus plunged his fireball deep into the stairwell.
Right.
You could throw
That's what I was thinking. Can I do like a grenade scenario?
yeah, you could throw a bomb. What square are you trying to hit?
The very edge.
Just give me a d4. One is the Vark in the back. 2 is the second Vark. 3, 4 will be the dudes in front. Just because you don't know who's where.
4.
Okay, so you hit the guy that was asleep that woke up with the electroshock, and you're just gonna dump a bomb onto his head.
That's pretty harsh.
Does that splash at all?
It does.
It does, yeah.
Okay, so you blasted him. You don't get sneak attack, but you get your full-on bomb damage. He's like, "Help me!" And as he's sitting back up, the bomb bursts across his face, sets his head on
Did you just have
fire.
this chance on that?
Oh, there's a mischance. Yeah.
'Cause you might just splash.
Percentile. If you hit above 50, you'll hit him.
50.
50 right on is a miss. So roll a d4 and a d8. A d4 is how many squares away does it bounce, and a d8 is in which direction.
1 and 2.
So 1 square away, 1, 2. So instead of hitting this square, it hit this square. It didn't hit him, it hit the
Right.
square.
Fair enough.
So you ended up doing splash damage
Oh.
to everyone,
It's
everyone in the area.
It was perfect.
So it bounced off of his head. What the? And it landed in the square. What the fuck? And then the splash damage on your bomb is what?
6.
It should be 5 or 6. It's minimum damage for your bomb. So 46 plus 2 is 6.
6.
And the reflex save on your bomb?
6, yeah. Reflex save.
Spyder at the stairwell, seeing all these various flashes and ominous things happening in the mist in there.
Huh.
More guards!
There might be a fucking standoff. You might not come down the stairs, you guys might not go up.
We'll just close the door
Yeah.
and say, we're gonna be real quiet and quiet you out. Take the fucking key and get out.
Yeah, that's a good plan. So what's the reflex on your bomb?
Not kill the
Yes.
Why
You tell him, Melvin.
so quickly.
It should just say DC. It's
And
14.
leaves.
14? Okay.
It leaves.
So the DC is 14. These guys are all awake when they get bombed, so the 3... This will put them out if they fail, though. failed, made it. So this guy takes 6 damage and is unconscious.
Back onto the ground.
Yep. So he's got 25 damage and he's bleeding out, and unconscious beats frightened.
You slept through a good fight.
These two actually like jump back from the bomb, and then the three Varks. The 3 blind Varks.
Did they get a reflex if they can't? Oh, they can see 5 feet.
Made it and failed, so the guy on the inn took 6. Okay, well you downed an opponent and damaged another one. You don't know this, they're just a bunch of screaming. Trogax is still running towards the barricade, yelling at those guys to get here. He just does a run to the ballista, putting his head down.
Still pointed the wrong way.
It's pointed towards the wizard, but yeah, it's still pointed the wrong way.
Get over! Just freaking out at the soldiers. Malbut.
There's at least one more ballista though, right? That's
Yeah,
pointed the correct
there were
way.
2 other wagons that were covered.
Yeah.
Assuming that each wagon's got a ballista, yeah. Alright, and then Malbut has 1 remaining charge left, and there are still people injured, and there's a fight about to happen.
Dumba, thank you for this opportunity to rid ourselves of this evil, this foul man that disrupts proper commerce. Yes, that's it, proper commerce.
Yeah, that's it. 2 hit points to Tech himself, and I think those are the only ones that are injured.
Zephyrus.
Yep.
I only have a couple of spells left, is what he says. Better make good use of them.
Manny maintains his ready.
I think a lot of meat this way comes.
And his words are actually prophetic. As we peel back from the square, the lift continues to go down with some very nervous soldiers from above, or whatever faction does indeed control the lift from above. As we see converging upon the square, several, I would say, ragtag armies. With one are a bunch of people wearing leathers and strange leather masks, perhaps carved from people, maybe just carved to look eerie. But the people of the Leather District, led by some of the more nefarious flesh crafters, begin to en masse in at least 40 or 50 in number, start to arrive at the edges of this particular market. They are met by several other gangs from several other neighborhoods, including some of Spyder's gangs that he has gathered together from the nearby neighborhood. The third force that is converging upon the square, and the third force of the slough that has in these last few days of chaos managed to cobble together some sense of order, with piping and wearing hats, with their meat cleavers and strange weapons and shillelaghs. Leading the bunch of them is Sai, as
Nice.
2 or 3 score of people from his neighborhood have come to the edges of the lifts themselves. The lifts market, this is but the first battle of a very much larger battle, the opening foray. As Sai had other plans and knew that you guys would crack a nut, but somebody needs to be there to step on it. There are others, however, that have other ideas, and perhaps this battle may decide who is on top in the fight for the slough.
We're definitely gonna fuck off and miss most of this battle.
I mean, I'm gonna probably keep the fire going so you guys have time to loot whatever's going on in there.
We'll come back and figure out who won in a week.
Yeah.
Go back to the endless dungeon.
We
As long as
may or may
Melvin's
not.
good, as long as Melvin's good with him, we can go settle